Shalawam,
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 Shalawam. Go
Khan,
ahead, that's lucky. Bring it
Khan,
in.
Shalawam, Shalawam, right? This your brother Gubble War Gabar, right? Here for another Shabbat class, man. I pray that you brothers tune in, brothers and sisters, tune in, get some of this milk of the word, right? And learn how to serve the Lord properly, man. Right? Because a lot of times we try to serve the Lord when we feel like it, man. But he said that he's supposed to be. Let me get a precept right quick. Salute in right quick.
Shalawam, Shalawam. All praise to the Most High. Call Allah Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Peace and blessings to the children out there scattered abroad, man. Waking up the hopeful elect in these last days to get y'all to repent, come back to this knowledge and truth, man. Because we dearly care about our people out there, and we just trying to save souls, man. According to Baruch chapter 6, verse 7. Things like that. So I hope y'all having a peaceful Shabbat. Tune into the live, and we're gonna give you some of that good milk, man, some of that good wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Shalom, shalom.
Khan. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with thine heart and with thy soul and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and talk and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them, right? And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes.
Come, that's right. That's right.
So the Lord has commanded us, right, to be commandment keepers, man. And that's how you serve Yahweh, man. You serve Yahweh by keeping his commandments. It's a lot of service that goes into keeping his commandments. Loving your brother as yourself. Every time you feel yourself going off, you call a brother and you're like, hey, bro, hey, Ak, what you doing? Shalawam. We got this, and this going on. I got this, and this going on. What you got on it? You feel what I'm saying? Like whether that's money or whether that's your time and your intelligence, man. What like if I'm going through something, I need to be able to contact you and talk about what I'm going through so that way you can spill what you're going through and we help each other build to the next part or the next chapter in our book of serving the Lord, man. And if you have the laws in your inward part, you're gonna say, hey, look, man, on the new moon, I have to congregate with the brothers, man. I ain't doing no new moon by myself, man. I have to congregate. It's like something that you run towards, man. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta do it, right? When a feast day come up, right? When the Shabbat come up, you feel what I'm saying? I gotta do it. I gotta be around the brethren. I gotta do it, right? And you don't want to treat this thing as if it's a chore, man, right? As if you're doing something for the Lord, man. Hey man, no matter what you do for the Lord, man, it's still not enough, man. So it's not a chore for the Lord. And it starts off by saying, and thou shalt love, right? And thou shalt love Yahweh thy power, man, with all your heart, man. Right? When you love somebody, man, you cherish them, man. You go to them and you embrace them and you kiss them, right? That's why we give each other a holy kiss, man, a holy embracement, right? When you go into that word kiss, it means to embrace, man. You put that brother in your bosom, man. You feel what I'm saying? You hug that brother, man. You hug that sister, right? The same way we need to love on the Lord, man, and embrace him and be happy to serve him, man. And what? Serving your brothers and your sisters, man. Right? One
That's
more,
right.
one more precept, King.
Come, go ahead.
And this is the
Come on.
book of Matthew, right? Chapter 25. Give me a second. Chapter 25 and verse number 21. And it reads, his yeah, Khan. I wanna start at I'm gonna start at 21. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. See, that's what we want to hear when we get done with this whole thing, man. We don't want to hear Get away from me, you worker of iniquity, man. Right? So it says, his Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over few things. I will make thee ruler over many. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Right? And he also had received he that also received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord, man. He's saying, come on in, man. Hey, man, we having a party, man. Come on in, man. It's time. You feel what I'm saying? Because you have been faithful over a few things, man. I give you a little bit of this knowledge, man. You brought in all these talents, man. Hey, I'm gonna make you a ruler over many things, right? Reading on. 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, man. And we know that Hamashiach Yahushua is a hard man, man, right? He's scary, bro. When he come and talk to you, man, hey, look, it's gonna feel like he want to punch you in the teeth, man, because that's how hard he is, man. Right? That's how stern he is, man. It said, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, right? Reaping where thou hast not sown, meaning he take what he ain't even put down, man. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't even plant that and he'll take that, man. That's me. You feel me? That's, hey, man, the Lord is that type of Lord, man. Because guess what? He made everything, man. Everything is his, right? It said, reaping where thou hast not sown and gathering where thou hast not strawed, right? And I was afraid. See, and you got to be afraid like that, man. In another way, man, you don't want to be afraid like this, brother. You want to be afraid as if you don't flip this talent, if you don't flip this money, hey, man, your hand's going to get chopped off and you're going to get a bullet in your head, man. You feel me? You want to fear the Lord like that, man. Right? And it said, and I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth, man. Stop just walking past brothers all the time, man. Don't hide your talent in the earth, man. Hey, brother, you know you're an Israelite? All right, cool. Boom. Let me show you something right quick. Boom. You don't know you're an Israelite? Yeah, I got something for you. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 40, man. You feel me? I got you. You know, don't hide that talent, man, that he give you. If that's the only 2 precepts you know, man, it's 2nd Ezra 13 and 40 on down, and Deuteronomy 28 and 54 on down. Bring it out. You feel what I'm saying? Don't hide that talent. And it said, and went and hide thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast Salakia. It says, lo, there hast thou Salakia. Lo, there thou hast that is thine, right? Under the earth. That's where you have your talent at, man. I went and hid it for you, and I'm gonna give it back to you when you come back, man. Right? Not doing any work, right? And he said, his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, man. We don't want to hear that, man. We want to hear fruitful, faithful servant, man. Right? That's what we want to hear. And it said, Salaki, and it says, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I have not strayed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money in the exchanges, and then at Salaki, and then at my coming, I should have received mine own with usury, right? Meaning, hey, you did better just giving it to one of those brothers, you know what I mean, letting them do their thing, and then I go get it from them through usury from the other nations, man. Right? You might as well have did that, man. Let them tax somebody off the talent you had, man. Because now you put it in the earth and you just gonna give it back to me and it's dirty. You gotta wipe it off in front of me, man. Your talent ain't even worth nothing, right? So let's get into it, King.
Con. That's right, man. If you're able to do something, man, it's better to not be slothful and sluggish in your ways and put put forth your hand, you know, to the work of the Lord, man. Right? Let me just get one more precept on top of that.
Kind of
Right?
all praises to the Most High.
First Corinthians chapter 15, verse number 58. Classic, right? So this the book of First Corinthians, chapter 15 and verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For
Man,
as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Right? Just like Captain Gabawar said, man, if you only know two precepts, hey man, that's your two talents. At least you're doing something with the work that Amashiach Yahweh has given us, man. At least you're doing some type of work that the Lord has put forth on a spirit to dish out to the people. You know, if you only know two couple precepts, you know, a couple breaker, hey, pass it to the next brother, man. Somebody
man,
that got work too. He got 10
man,
talents, right? But the thing is, man, we all here all over here doing work, man. You in that warehouse field, oh, you know what? I wasn't trained on how to move that box of things on the pallet jack over here. Hey, but the brother that's able to move that pallet jack, he gonna do it. As long as we
man.
getting the work done as a body, you know?
Kind,
Come on, let me get
kind.
that.
It's up to you to run and go tell that brother, hey, look, they got a box that I can't move, but you got the license to do so. Go grab that box, man. Right? It's
Hmm.
on you to do that, man.
That's
Get
right.
that
That's
work
right.
done.
Khan, Shabbat Shalawam, Adino. So look, man, we in the book of Numbers, right? So make sure y'all got your pen and your pad, your notepads, your highlighters, your books open, right? Because we getting this thing down packed. All
Kind,
right. The book of Numbers, chapter 8. The book of Numbers, chapter 8. Right. Let me give y'all 1 minute, man. Y'all got 30 to 60 seconds. Get it together, man. You know, we in this thing together. Right. Shabbat
kind.
Shalawam, Kwame, Shabbat Shalawam, Adino. Right.
All
Touch
praises to
those
the
on
Most High.
tune.
All praises to the Most High.
Khan. All right. Let's kick this thing off, man. Right. So this the book of Numbers, chapter 8, and verse number 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, and say unto him, When thou lightest the lamps, the 7 lamps shall give light over against the candlestick. And Aaron did so. He lighted the lamps thereof over against the candlestick, as Yahweh commanded Moses.
Con,
And
go get that.
and
Go get that. Go get that in Revelation right quick. The seven churches.
this is Revelation chapter 1 and verse number 4. John to the 7 churches which are in Asia, grace be unto you and peace from him which is and which was and
Mm-hmm.
which is to come, and from the 7 spirits which are before his throne.
Mm-hmm. Con
And
and
about go
and
ahead.
drop down to 12 whenever
Verse
you
number
get it.
12. Right. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
Con, all praise to the Most High, man. So the seven churches is in heaven with Hamashiach Yahushua and Yahweh, man. All right. All right. Let's go back to numbers.
Con. All right, reading on. Verse number 4. And this work of the candlestick was of beaten gold, unto the shaft thereof, unto the flowers thereof was beaten work, according unto the pattern which Yahweh had showed Moses, so he made the candlestick. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take the Levites from among the children of Israel, and cleanse them. And thus shalt thou do unto them, to cleanse them. Sprinkle water of purifying upon them, and let them shave all their flesh, and let them wash their clothes, and so make themselves clean. Right.
All right.
Then
Give me the book of Salakia. Trying to find this thing. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 51 and verse 7.
Con. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 51, and verse number 7. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean.
Uh,
Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow.
man, hey, go to the book of Exodus 12 and 22. So, hey, man, even David is asking the Most High, hey, purge me with hyssop, man, clean me. You feel what I'm saying? And therefore, I'll be white as snow, man. Right? Because in certain circumstances, you have on the third day, you got to get sprayed down with hyssop, man. Right? And this is a purging process, right? And then on the seventh day, you'll be deemed clean. Right? It's a process to it. But let's get where they getting this cleansing ointment from, or this cleansing water and ashes of the heifer and things like that. Go ahead.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 12, and verse number 22. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin,
Mm-hmm.
and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning.
That ain't what I wanted. So Salaki.
What you
I
looking
want to
for?
get
Like,
I want to get I want to get what's in the hyssop, how they make the hyssop, right? Because that's important, man. That's important. Is the making of the hyssop, man. And it's in Exodus, but I'm not getting it. Consulaki, if I can't find it in 30 seconds, we'll move on.
con,
Ooh wee. This is a hard search. I don't know why it's so hard for me, man. Usually I have this type of stuff. Man, I know it's from a heifer, from a red heifer, and the ashes from a red heifer, water, oil. Man, go to damn, that ain't it. All right, let's move on.
con.
That's gonna drive
Right,
me mad.
con. Oh yeah, numbers lucky. Right,
Numbers.
verse number 7. Slaki. Right, verse number 9. Slaki. Verse number 8. Numbers 8 and verse 8. Right. Then let them take a young bullock with his meat offering, even fine flour mingled with oil, and another young bullock shalt thou take for a sin offering. And thou shalt bring the Levites before the tabernacle of the congregation, and thou shalt gather the whole assembly of the children of Israel together. And thou shalt bring the Levites before Yahweh, and the children of Israel shall put their hands upon the Levites. And Aaron shall offer the Levites before Yahweh for an offering of the children of Israel, that they may execute the service of the Lord. And the Levites shall lay their hands upon the heads of the bullocks, and thou shalt offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering unto the Lord, to make an atonement for the Levites.
Con.
And thou shalt set the Levites before Aaron and before his sons, and offer them for an offering unto Yahweh. Thus shalt thou separate the Levites from among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. And after that shall the Levites go in to do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and thou shalt cleanse them and offer them for an offering.
So hey man, when I first read this, I was like, damn, the Lord trying to say that we need to burn up Levi. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you have to have the keeping of the commandments, and you also have to be deep within the milk, man. Because these scriptures will jam you up, man. Right? I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Somebody would actually think that they're about to offer up, the Levites, but they're getting consecrated to do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, go ahead.
Con. Read on. Verse 16. For they are wholly given unto me from among the children of Israel, instead of such as open every womb. Even instead of the firstborn of all the children of Israel have I taken them unto me. For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine, both man and beast.
Uh-huh.
On the day that I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself.
Go get that up in Exodus 13 and 13. And then I want you to go to Deuteronomy 10 and 9.
Uh,
All right, we're gonna get this thing.
this is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 13. And every firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break his neck, and all the firstborn of man among thy children shalt thou redeem.
See, so hey, the Lord told us, man, just like it's saying up in Numbers, this is why He did it, coming out of Egypt, man, where we had to give our firstborn son unto the Lord because He executed the firstborn son of all the Egyptians. But it's all on something that was yet to come, man, right? Which is Yahweh Shah Mashiach being delivered up to die for the children of Israel, man.
That's
All right.
right. That's right.
The
All right, this is the book of
Deuteronomy, yep,
10 and 9,
con,
right? Yeah.
10 and 9, con.
That's the book
And
of
this is
Deuteronomy.
and this
Slaki,
is
go ahead.
what and this is what it's talking about when it goes into the Levites, man, and them being consecrated in Numbers, right? Chapter 8, man. Go ahead.
God. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse number 9. Right? So I'll start at verse 8. At the time that Yahweh separated the tribe of Levi to bear the ark of the covenant of the Lord, to stand before Yahweh to minister unto him, and to bless in his name unto this day.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore Levi no part nor inheritance with his brethren.
Are you reading or did you stop? You jammed up?
Nah, I was reading through it.
Con, I didn't hear that last part.
Oh, Con, I don't know, Pike, something happened. Con, I'll read it
Yeah.
again. Verse 9. Wherefore Levi hath no part nor inheritance with his brethren. Yahweh is his inheritance,
Man.
according as Yahweh thy power promised him.
So that hey, there it goes. There she blows, man. We could go back to Numbers 8. So that's the two precepts you want to put, on um what we ended at on Numbers
Verse number 18,
18. Damn, I wanted to get a precept. I guess the
verse
reading was
17.
going. I guess the reading was going too good. All right, go ahead. Start from there.
Con, Numbers 8 and 17. Con, red tie. Yeah, I see you got that precept with the red heifer, but he was looking into how to make the hyssop.
Yeah,
What
con.
how to make the hyssop.
Yeah,
Con,
con. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you for putting that extra work in. I was still over here working too. Appreciate you, King.
all praises. Right, reading on. Verse 17. For all the firstborn of the children of Israel are mine, both man and beast.
Yeah.
On the day that I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified them for myself. And I have taken the Levites for all the firstborn of the children of Israel. Verse 19. And I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and to his sons from among the children of Israel, to do the service of the children of Israel in the tabernacle of the congregation, and to make an atonement for the children of Israel, that there be no plague among the children of Israel when the children of Israel come nigh unto the sanctuary. Verse 20. And Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel did to the Levites according unto all that Yahweh commanded Moses concerning the Levites. So did the children of Israel unto them. Verse 21. And the Levites were pure. Like in the get that, trying to highlight it. And the Levites were purified, and they washed their clothes, and Aaron offered them as an offering before Yahweh, and Aaron made an atonement for them to cleanse them. And after that went the Levites in to do their service in the tabernacle of the congregation before Aaron and before his sons, as Yahweh had commanded Moses concerning the Levites, so did they unto them. Verse 23. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, This is that belongeth, this is it that belongeth unto the Levites. From 25 years old and upward, they shall go in to wait upon the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. And from the age of 50 years, they shall cease waiting upon the service thereof, and shall serve no more, but shall minister with their brethren in the tabernacle of the congregation to keep the charge, and shall do no service. Thus shalt thou do unto the Levites touching their charge. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, left. Yeah, con. That's right, man. You know they only charge for 25 years for 25 years to do the service. You know, 25 years to 50 years old. But after that, hey man, you retired. But you know thou shalt still minister. But to do the service, that ends when you're 50 years old, man. That's some life work right there, man. That's forever. That's a long time serving the Lord, man. All praises. All right. You got any precepts out or
I'm about to text you right quick. Now I don't have no precepts.
gone? All right. All that we read and what we hear is what we do.
Kind of all that we read and hear, we will do.
All right, tap it on this chat real quick. Shalawam, shalawam. All praise to the Most High. Red tie, peace and blessings to you and your household. What up? Keep on doing it to the end. That's right.
The money in there? Okay.
All right, so now we have the Book of Numbers, chapter 9, y'all. Book of Numbers, chapter 9. Hey, shout out to the 4 viewers that's up in here, man. You know, get some of that good morning breakfast, man. That good bread. You know, early morning, man.
Let's do this, man. All right. The Lord looking
Heathen,
out, man.
heathenism out there, man.
Man,
Damn, man. That's man. They gonna pay, but uh con. The Book of Numbers, chapter 9 and verse 1. All right. And Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the first month of the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, let the children of Israel also keep the Pesach at his appointed season. In the 14th day of this month at even, ye shall keep it in his appointed season, according to all the rites of it, and according to all the ceremonies thereof shall ye keep it. Let's get that word rites. It's my first time seeing that word. Rites. According to all the rites of it, this just means the statute ordinances of it, right?
Con.
Con, right? Going
And
back.
when I read this, this made me even more vexed about the pertinence thereof not being in that damn lamb.
Man,
Because it's
this
telling you
captivity,
again, it's telling you again that it has to be like the rights thereof. Exactly how we did it then, that's how you gotta do it now.
man. Con. And that's why, and it says, and according to all the ceremonies thereof as well, shall you keep it.
Con, con,
Verse 4. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel that they should keep the Passover. And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the first month at even in the wilderness of Sinai, according to all that Yahweh commanded Moses, so did the children of Israel. Verse 6. And there were certain men who were defiled by the dead body of a man, that they could not keep the Passover on that day. And they came before Moses and before Aaron on that day, and those men said unto him, we are defiled by the dead body of a man. Wherefore are we kept back, that we may not offer an offering of Yahweh in his appointed season among the children of Israel? And Moses said unto them, stand still, and I will hear what Yahweh will command concerning you.
mm-hmm,
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if any man of you or of your posterity shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be in a journey afar off, yet he shall keep the Passover unto Yahweh.
con.
Come. The
Hey,
14th day.
do me a favor, King. Go give me First Samuel chapter 12 and verse 24.
Uh, it's the book of First Samuel, chapter 12, and verse number 24. Only fear Yahweh and serve him in truth with all your heart, for consider how great things he hath done for you.
Con, so hey man, we want to serve the Lord in truth and sincerity, right? So go get this precept for me, Joshua chapter 24 and verse 12, right? We want to and verse 14, Salakia. And so we want to serve the Lord, with truth and all our heart, but we also want to be sincere in serving the Lord. So if we miss a Passover, we want to have a makeup Passover, Lord willing, the brethren able to come in and we able to do the exact same thing in that second month, you know what I mean? Lord willing. So we got to keep these commandments unto the Lord, right? Go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 24, and verse 14. Now therefore fear Yahweh and serve him in sincerity and in truth.
So it said first you gotta fear him. That's how you end up serving him, man. You gotta be scared of the judgments of the Lord, man. Right? Go ahead.
And put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood.
Yeah, man. You gotta put away those different gods, man. The Christmas, the Easter, the St. Patrick's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, these unholy days, man. Right? Go ahead.
Uh, right? And in Egypt, and serve ye Yahweh.
Khan, and one more precept. And make sure y'all putting these in your arsenal, man. Y'all got a notepad for a reason. John chapter 4 and verse 24.
Con.
Let's get it, man. Let's get what the Lord said. All right.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, and verse number 24. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
So hey man, you see it, man. Thou sayest, right? We gotta worship and serve the Lord in the spirit of truth, right? And in the spirit, man. All right, go ahead. Go back to numbers.
Con.
I know we took a
Right?
little detour.
Yeah, I got precept on to add to that too, man. Like, hey, are you just gonna tell yourself, man, oh, you know what, I missed the Passover, because I was unclean. Whatever, I'll wait till next year. Nah, man. Become unclean and keep it as soon as possible, man.
Yeah,
As soon
become
as you
clean.
possibly can. Right?
Yep.
Become clean and be like, man, I don't give a damn if they say I missed it. I'm keeping it just to keep it because the Lord said, man. I'm not finna miss a year just because of my uncleanness,
Yeah,
because the Most High, He does what?
kind.
Was it
Said not as soon as you can, but and you can still do that, but also that second month, that's according to the law, right? That second month on the 14th day.
gone? This Jeremiah 17 and verse 10. I Yahweh search the heart. I try the reins. Right? He searches your mind, man. He sees what you're thinking. Right? Your reins goes into your emotions. Right? How you feel it, how you really feel about it. Oh, you just you unclean. You can't keep the first Passover. You think you getting off? Like, no, man. He wants to see the sincerity and truthness in your mind and in your emotions, man. Right? Even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. Right? God.
Con, that's it, man. Thou sayest, man. He searched the heart, man, and the reins. What your mind going through, right?
God.
That's
Let me
why
get that.
certain brothers need to control their brain, man. A lot of assumptions, you know what I mean? A lot of building up a point in your own brain, rather than asking questions to see what the real deal is. Y'all got to stop that.
Con, seed of emotion and infection, the deepest part of your mind, man. Right, the
Mhm.
deepest part of your body. Right. All right, going back.
Mhm. What that is, he said Luke 26, 14 and
Con,
26.
this is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Man, you got to put everything else in the past and walk forward with the Lord, because all them people is going to try to get you to go off, even yourself, right? That's why you got to hate your own life, man, because even you going to say, this is good to me. Your flesh, let's go get that right quick. Let's go to Romans, right? Chapter 7 and
25, I think.
7 and 23.
23, con. It's the book of Romans, chapter 7, and verse number 23. But I see
But
another
start at
law,
22. Start at
con,
22.
con, 22. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man.
So my inward man, who I want to be in the inside, wants to follow the law. All right, go ahead.
Con. But I see another law in my members.
Hey man, in my elbow, in my hand, in my eyes, I see another law, man. Right, that big old juicy fruity. You feel what I'm saying? That damn that good old weed demon, man. Those shrimp, man. I had a demon hop on me about shrimp, yeah, 2 days ago, man. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, there's another war going on in your inward, man. I mean, in your members. You feel what I'm saying? They want to do that wickedness. Go ahead.
That's right. Warring against the law of my mind.
Cause my inward man, my mind want to go do, the right thing.
And bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members.
Hey man, you always want to dance with the devil, man. You always want to dance with the devil, man. But you run unto the Lord every time that come, man. You feel what I'm saying? When you see when you see the devil in that white dress, man, you feel what I'm saying? You wanna dance your way back into the Lord's arms, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because she'll be with you, man. I saw a woman today on Facebook. I was like, man, you just look like you toxic. I
Man,
could tell. You know what I mean? But keep reading. Read 24, and then we're gonna cut it short.
con. Oh, wretched man that I am,
He said, "Oh, disgusting, nasty, evil man that I am."
who shall deliver me from the body of this death?
And we know who. You know what I mean? The only person that came and conquered death, man. Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Mm-hmm. Con. I thank Yahweh through Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our Adawan. So then, with the mind, I myself serve the law of God,
Mm-hmm.
but with the flesh, the law of sin. Mm.
Man, it's hard, bro. It's hard. It's a constant battle, man. But one thing that happens though is that our mama, our sister, our brother, and even our own self, right, tries to make us go off from the law of the Lord, man. But that's why the Lord need a broken and contrite heart because He like shit. I understand your shortcomings. You feel what I'm saying? I understand where you fall off at. I'm just looking at how good you are when you bounce back.
Con. And I think through the spirit, man, I think Red Tide tried to pull that up. He pulled that up because if you love your family, your immediate family members, your father, mother, wife, children, brothers and sisters, you gonna go to that birthday party. You're not gonna keep the Passover, man. Oh, I got a graduation party on that day, man. I don't know. Hey, man, you cannot be his disciple.
Background.
You know what I'm saying? Not just literally, not just necessarily going into,
Nah,
be touching the dead body,
yeah.
or rather being even unclean. You can't keep the Passover. But guess what, man? You choosing birthday parties, you choosing turn ups, you choosing club nights, you choosing all of these things that your family tries to get you to do to not keep the Passover, man. Right?
That's true. That's facts, man. The water Yahweh for you bringing that part out too, man. Because you'll choose them. You'll choose that.
God. Red Tie said, "My family don't read with me, man." Most
Yeah,
High willing, man. He'll put that spirit on them in due season, man. Go ahead, up.
my family don't either, man. It's like pulling teeth, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Con, let's read on. Con. Um, Con. Verse number 9. Yeah, verse 11. That's where we at. Numbers 9 and 11. So if if you touch a dead body or be in a journey afar off, yet you still got to keep the Passover, man. In some
Con.
time, man. Right. Number 11. The 14th day of the second month, at even they shall keep it, and eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They shall leave none of it unto the morning, nor break any bone of it. According to all the ordinances of the Passover, they shall keep it.
Mm-hmm.
But the man that is clean and is not in a journey, and forbeareth to keep the Passover, even the same soul shall be cut off from among his people.
Yeah, man. You wicked, man. You wicked, man. You'll go out of your way to do all type of mischief and wickedness, but you don't want to go out of your way to go by the brethren to keep the Passover, man. You wicked, man, and you deserve to be cut off, right?
Oh, man. Read on. Because he brought not the offering of Yahweh in his appointed season, that man shall bear his sin.
Yeah, man. So don't say I'm gonna show up to the makeup Passover, but you was down the street, right? You
Yeah,
wasn't
man.
on a journey, you wasn't unclean, and you were just down the street. It wasn't fitting into your schedule at the time. That's
Or you
off.
just didn't feel like it, man. I don't feel like going out today, man. Y'all doing it some other time, man. That's wicked,
That's off.
right? Verse
Oh,
14, man. And if a stranger shall sojourn among you, and will keep the Passover unto Yahweh, according to the ordinance of the Passover, and according to the manner thereof, so shall he do. Ye shall have one ordinances, both for the stranger and for him that was born in the land.
Con, go to Exodus and get that. No, I think that's Leviticus 25. What you think about?
Oh, come. Help me out. Probably.
Con, it's 12. Exodus
Con.
12. And go down. It should say if a stranger come to keep it, they must be circumcised. Keep going, keep going. It should be around 25, 20 something.
Mm,
Con, let me see. It might be 11.
chat. No, okay. I think it's 48.
Con.
Con, right here. Exodus 12:48. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land.
See, the only thing that separated him was he wasn't circumcised and he was born outside of the land, right? Him being an Israelite is still there, but he just wasn't circumcised and he wasn't born in the land of Jerusalem.
Uh, for
Go
no
ahead.
uncircumcised person shall eat thereof.
Uh-huh.
One law shall be to him that is a homeborn, and unto the stranger that sojourneth among you.
And that's where you get the nail in the coffin, right?
Uh,
Yeah, let's go back. Huh? Yeah, that it's man, it's itching me.
right. Reading on. Numbers
You
9
could
and
come
verse
put
number.
it in there for me, baby.
uh,
Shit, I need that
Numbers
right
chapter
now.
9 and verse 15. And
Huh.
on the day that the tabernacle was reared up, the cloud covered the tabernacle, namely the tent of the testimony. And at even there was upon the tabernacle as it were the appearance of fire until the morning. So it was always the cloud covered it by day, and the appearance of fire by night.
Hold on. Exodus 40 and 30, 34. All right, let's get that account.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 40, verse 34. Then a cloud covered the tent of the congregation, and the glory of Yahweh filled the tabernacle.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses was not able to enter into the tent of the congregation because the cloud abode thereon,
Mm.
and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle.
Man, hey, there you go, man.
Come,
There you go. If y'all don't have that precept, write that precept.
come. It's Exodus 40 and verse 35.
Come on. All
Come,
right,
going back.
back to the reading at hand.
Numbers chapter 9 and verse 17. And when the cloud was taken up from the tabernacle, then after that the children of Israel journeyed, and in the place where the cloud abode, there the children of Israel pitched their tents.
Hey, man, and
Right?
that's when we went into the tabernacle and where that tabernacle at. It was in that right. It was in that place, man, where they spoke on Mount Sinai. Right there in that same little area, we pitched our tents, man.
Let's what's the cloud taking up? Yeah, so because every time we pitched our tents, man, the cloud would remain or stay upon the where, namely where the mercy seat is at, and just shot up like a beam, right? It would be a cloud, or it'd be a pillar of fire. So when that thing appeared somewhere else down in the valley, couple 50, 60, 70 miles away, that's where the Lord is telling us to go. This is how we were being guided through the wilderness, right? Verse
Kyle,
18.
you could go get that picture if you want. About take about 2 minutes
Let me see.
because you know it's good for Israel, man. We like pictures, man. You know that's probably why a lot of us don't like to read the Bible. You know what I mean? Because there ain't no ain't no pictures in there. You know what I'm saying? But uh, but yeah, you know Israel loves some pictures, man.
Oh, yeah, it's a good too. This come with two. Okay, come on.
That's that
Right,
picture
see,
you
look, these
want,
are
right?
different places.
That picture you
Come on,
said you
Slacky,
was
go
gonna
ahead.
get on your wall right there. You remember which one?
Uh, oh, this one right here. It was something similar to that.
Nah, not that one. King is right here. Is right here to your to you could come. You could come over. I got the
Oh,
camera.
Slacky, I thought I was sharing. Slacky, I was sharing the wrong tab. But um, man, I'll take all of these, man. They all look good, man. But yeah, that's the cloud by day right there, right? And it's the pillar of fire by night. You see that?
This the picture. That's the one. That's the one you said you wanted. You went past it. It was like with all that purple. It was like purple and stuff.
Oh, this one right here.
That one. Yeah, that's the one you said when we was going over it. That's the one you said you wanted.
Con. Yeah, man, it looks beautiful, man. Which I think about these pictures, man. It was at sunset.
Man,
He's, Red Tie said, I saw that beam in January standing on my cousin deck.
man.
Con.
All praises to the Most High, giving you a little glimpse.
It was at sunset. Con.
Mm-hmm.
All praises, all praises.
Man, you use a lot. Seem like it feel
Yeah,
like
man. But
it.
that's a beautiful thing, man. This
That
is
feel
was our
good,
guiding this is
man.
what guided us through the wilderness, man. This pillar of fire by night and this pillar of cloud by day, man. This is how we're being guided. You see over here over this mountain ledge. If you see that pillar over that mountain ledge over there, hey, the Lord was telling you, hey, pack it up. You know
It's
what I'm
time to
saying?
go.
It's time to go. Everybody according to his burdens and his services, do what you got to do. We out of here.
Man.
You know.
And ain't no saying I don't feel like it.
Right, right. Okay, we
All
go
right,
back.
let's go back to the scriptures, King.
Con, right here, verse 18. At the commandment of Yahweh, the children of Israel journeyed, and at the commandment of the Lord they pitched. As long as the cloud abode upon the tabernacle, they rested in their tents.
Mm,
Mm. And when the cloud tarried long upon the tabernacle many days, the children of Israel kept the charge of the Lord and journeyed not. Right? Because it ain't telling you to go. Right? It ain't guiding you nowhere else. Hey, we staying here for a minute, man. According to the charge of the Lord, according to the knowledge of the Lord. The Lord said, hey, we staying here, we staying here. The pillars remaining here, hey, we remaining here. Right? Verse 20. And so it was, when the cloud was a few days upon the tabernacle, according to the commandment of Yahweh, they abode in their tents. And according to the commandment of Yahweh, they journeyed. Mm. And so it was, when the cloud abode from even unto the morning, and that the cloud was taken up in the morning, then they journeyed, whether it was by day or by night, that the cloud was taken up, they journeyed. It don't matter if it's two in the morning, man. The Lord said, we moving, we out of here. No matter if it's 10 a.m., man. We leaving, we leaving. You know? If we staying here for 5 days, we staying for 5 days. If the Lord said 2 days, 2 days, man. Wherever the Lord said we going, man. Right?
That's it.
Verse 22. Or whether, yeah, or look, through the spirit.
Hey, you going straight through the spirit and right, right after.
Oh man. All praises, man. It says right here. Verse 22. Or whether it be 2 days, or a month, or a year, that the cloud tarried upon the tabernacle remaining thereon, the children of Israel abode in their tents, and
Man,
journeyed not. But
man,
when it was taken up, they journeyed. Mm.
that's right.
Come, come.
Uh,
Uh, Adino said, Soldier Adino said, that's where the Marvel cinematic universe get that beam of light in movies. Yeah, man, they be jocking the salt, man.
I'm sick of you, man. I'm sick of you with all your damn anime.
God,
Nah, man, I love you for it, King. We're gonna get you
God,
on. You're gonna be making our anime, man. We're gonna get you some websites to where you could create superheroes, man, that look just like us.
Super Hebrew Z.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One of them got lightning coming out of his hand, and the other a sword coming out of his mouth.
Right. Verse 23. At the commandment of Yahweh, they rested in their tents, and at the commandment of Yahweh, they journeyed. They
Yeah,
kept the charge of the Lord at the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. Mm.
man.
All that we read and what we hear, we will do.
Con. All that we read and hear, we will do. Right? Quick precept.
Con, what is it?
Zechariah, chapter 8 and verse 2. Right? Because our Lord is the Lord of armies, man. Right? So let's get a precept proving that.
Con. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 8, verse number 2. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, right? Yahweh of armies. I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury.
And go get hosts in the tool.
Uh,
Hey,
Host H6635, right? That which goes forth, army, war, warfare, host, army, host. Host of
Con,
angels or host of organized army. Con, a mass of persons. Yeah, man. The army of the angels and the army of the children of Israel, man. Even of the children of Israel, right? So that's what host is. Pretty sure y'all know that, All praises.
the brothers that's in here, but the brothers that watch it later, man, might not.
Con. Now y'all know, man. Sabah means host. Host means army, or Shabbaoth in the New Testament, right? Shabbaoth.
Con,
It's the same
con,
thing. All right.
all praise to the Most High. Let's go back to it. Numbers 10.
All right, it's the book of Numbers, chapter 10, and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, make thee 2 trumpets of silver. Of a whole piece shalt thou make them,
Mm-hmm.
that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly and for the journeying of the camps.
Con, so all you brothers, man, it's a commandment to have a trumpet, man. Now, whether it's made of silver or not, you know what I mean? That's totally up to your transgressions, right? I mean, totally up to your discretion, right? Not transgressions. So, but can you go get a picture of that right quick? Because I
Con,
didn't look it up. I didn't look it up, but this has to be a beautiful trumpet. And we see some of the brothers, they got some brothers that actually have trumpets covered in silver, man. And they beautiful. You feel me? Look at that one. Damn. Hey,
yeah, I
man.
see the brother with one of these before, man. He had one like this.
Yeah, yeah, me too. One like that. That's the one I saw. Right.
Oh man, look
But
at
that
this beauty right here
man,
though.
that's beautiful.
Man,
Man, you could just
$40?
it's
Oh, hold
cold.
on.
It's cold, man. It's cold when it touch your lips, man. Like, man, that's
Man.
beautiful. Man, man, man. Hold on, let me get it. Man, man, man.
Oh man, look at this John
Ooh,
right there.
ooh, that's nasty.
Oh, let me get out of here for nothing now. I see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, for real. Next thing you know, he come to camp with the whole shebang.
Yeah, man,
Man,
that's
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 beautiful
that's
right
lovely,
there,
man.
man. Wow, wow, wow.
Come
All
on,
right,
all
let's get back.
praises.
Let's get back. Let's get back. Getting captivated by the law of the Lord, man.
That's right, right. So I guess I gotta give me another one, man. This is two
Man,
trumpets.
man,
Mm,
I told you we need two. I told y'all, man, we need two. We need a long one and we need a short one, man.
come on. Let me get that real quick. Make thee two trumpets. Hasosra by H 2689, which is Katsatsura, right? Which is trumpet or clarion. Let me get that. What's clarion? Right? Okay.
Let's see that.
Yeah.
Give me an image
Clarion.
of that, man.
You probably got to put instrument. Clarion instrument.
Or a horn.
Traditional clarion instrument. Try this first. Look,
Oh,
hold on.
horn. No,
Look,
it'll
but
be
look
a
at the
horn.
ancient. Look at the ancient image of it though too. Yeah. Let me put horn too. I got you up.
Yeah, because you can see that they had a horn come up, right?
Classic looking trumpet.
Yeah, but it's
Let me
it,
put.
it's
Oh, right here,
made
right here.
it's made out of an animal though.
All right. Let me put ancient.
See, there you go. That'll be it
Come on.
right there. It'll be more so like a type of horn that come from an animal.
Right, right, right. Yeah, it looks a little slightly different than a classic shofar that we see.
Yeah, you see that one right there? That's what that is.
Right. Con.
Uh,
All right, going back.
what's up, son? You doing your thing? What your sick stuff?
Real quick, real quick. This is a spiritual warfare against darkness. Right. Using them frequency sounds, man, off these trumpets as well, or these yeah, these silver trumpets, man, to blow away these spirits, man. Right. Con. Reading on. And when they Numbers 10 and 3. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And
Hey,
when they blow,
watch
it's like,
Salakia,
go ahead.
watch how cold the Lord is, man. He told us that we need different sounds, man, to do certain things. And if you put out the wrong sound, they gonna think it's not war and it's supposed to be a war cry, right? But this is beautiful when you go into this. I'm gonna sit quiet for a little bit, King.
Yeah, con. So lucky, man. I'm getting that incense smoke in my eye, man. I mean, eyes watering, right? Con. Now, the sacrifices that we need to make, man, is serving the Lord, right? I'll get that quick precept real quick, right? It's lucky. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, no sin sacrifices, right? You're gonna get that in Psalms,
Uh,
but we do make ordinance sacrifices like the Passover lamb, you know, uh feast of first fruits, a feast of weeks, lamb, different things like that. We send up those to the Lord, through cooking them, through roasting them on these high holy days that He ordained for us to eat lamb, you know. So
it's like
it's different than sacrificing, sin offering though.
I think it's Luke chapter 2 is what it
You
talks
got
about.
it? You want me to help?
Yeah, help me out real quick. My damn eyes watering heavy. It's really bothering me. 1 second. But get that, I'm gonna get mine right after. I can get it.
Go to Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 15.
Uh,
This is the sacrifices that we now offer, right?
but read that out for me, Baba Kasha.
All right. All right, This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 15. By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise unto Yahweh continually. That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks unto his name, right? So our sacrifice now for sin, right, is the fruit of our lips, man, right? So it says, but to do, Salakia, and it says, the fruit of your lips, giving thanks unto his name, but to do good and to communicate, forget not. For with much sacrifice, God, Yahweh is well pleased, right? So when it says, but to do good, it's talking about to keep the law, right? And to communicate, forget not. So that means also to, help correct your ways and your brother ways, right? Forget not. For with such for with such sacrifices, Yahweh is well pleased. So when you communicating with your brothers, man, you correcting them in their walk, you're keeping the commandments of the Lord, man. The Lord is well pleased with your obedience, right? Verse 17, obey them that have rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your soul, as they must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief. Man, I gotta learn that because some of you new brothers, man, is grieving me. And it says, and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you, man. Right. So our sacrifices for sin, right, is the sin of our is the fruit of our lips, man. Right. And I'm gonna get another precept on that up in Psalms. Right. You got that precept you was looking for, King?
Now keep going. It's lucky. It's lucky.
Con. I'm gonna get one more on the sacrifice, right? Uh Go to Hebrews 10 and 12,
Uh,
right? And so it reads, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 12, right? And it says, but this man, after he had offered one sacrifice, right? Let's start at 9. Go up.
on up.
So it says, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 9. Then he said, lo, I come to do thy will, O Yahweh. He taketh away the first, and he had established the second, right? Talking about the testimonies, right? And the law, right? He said, He taketh away the first, right? Meaning that sacrifice of sin, right? What that this brother is talking about. He taketh away the first, right? The law of sacrifice, that he may establish the second, right? The second is even greater than the first. But the which will we, Salakia, by the which will we are, damn, Salakia, by the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua for all what? For all sin, right? Once for all, right? He sacrificed himself once for all, what? Sin, right? So now we, Bahashem Yahushua, the hell out of everything, or the heaven out of everything. You feel what I'm saying? So by the which will we are sanctified through the offering of the body of Hamashiach Yahushua once for all. And every priest standeth daily ministering and offering oftentimes the same sacrifices. Talking about the actual sacrifices for sin, the bullocks, the lambs, for the different transgressions, which can never take away sins. Right? The animals never took away sin, man. But Yahweh Shai took away that sin, man. Because through him, we understand that we constantly can repent, man. We constantly can have a broken and contrite heart and offer up that sacrifice of our lips unto the Lord, man. Right? And then it says, but this man, after he had offered one sacrifice but this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for his sins forever, sat down on the right hand of Yahweh, right? From henceforth, expecting till his enemies, uh, till his enemies be made his footstool, right? One more. And it says, for by one offering he had perfect Salakia. I'm dealing with these children in the background too, trying to read. So it says, for by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified. So by his offering, man, by the Lord's offering, right, he has perfected, right, that sacrifice for our sins, man. Right. But we still do the sacrifice of the ordinance thereof, which would be eating of the lamb, roasting the lamb on certain holidays, having to eat the ram, different things like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's still an ordinance that we have to keep.
That's right. That's right. Come chime in on that real quick. And also, man, Romans 12:1 says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service, right? Because by the mercy of the Most High, man, He gave us enough mercy, for us to actually be able to present ourselves as a living sacrifice, doing the work and what? Keeping the commandment, law, statutes, and commandments, man, right? And that chimes in, and I did find that precept, right? Go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 35, and verse 1, right? And it reads, He that keepeth the law bringeth offerings enough. He that taketh heed to the commandment offereth a peace offering. He that requiteth a good turn offereth fine flour, and he that giveth alms sacrificeth praise. Right. So this is how we give our burnt offerings, our fine flour mingled with oil, you know, uh, things in that nature, by keep taking heed to the law, statutes, commandments, and giving good alms, man, to our people, and all of this ties into presenting your body as a living sacrifice to be able to do these ordinances, man, these things right here. You know what I'm saying? Come on. All right, so that's what I wanted. He that keepeth the law bringeth offerings enough. He that taketh heed to the commandment offereth a peace offering. All right. Yeah, and it just goes on, man. So I suggest meditate and read Sirach chapter 35, man, and that's where a lot of your answers to your questions is going to lie at.
One
All
more before we move on.
kind,
Psalms 141 and 2.
kind.
and then we'll get back into this law, into numbers.
God. This is Psalm 141, verse 2. Let my prayer be set forth before thee as incense, and the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice. God. Right? Oh, I went away. God, it's all good. Right? So now instead of actually offering incense like we used to do in the wilderness with the tabernacle, with the Levites, and to give them that service, hey, that's the prayers now, man. Because we in captivity and we don't have our temple, we don't have our tabernacle right now. So let your prayer be that incense, right? And the lifting up of my hands, meaning the offerings you give with your hands, whether it be two turtle doves, two turtles, offering your lamb, offering your young bullock, things like that. Let that be also tied into your prayer to be as the evening sacrifice, right? I thought there was more on that, but going back. So that answer your question, Red Tide. You satisfied with that? I, Does that work? It's like, man, that incense. I got a big old whiff of incense smoke in my eye. I had to turn my fan.
So, beautiful question, man, and I hope those precepts answer that question, man. I pray that you was edified on that. Now can you take that off of the screen, King, and
It's like,
let's go back into numbers, the water.
in the bar. Where we at?
Uh,
To 3,
numbers,
verse 3,
con.
right? So make the two trumpets of silver, right? One for calling the assembly and one for journeying with the camps, right? Verse 3. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Mm-hmm.
And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes, which are the heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee.
Con. So one trumpet is for the princes to come through and bring certain offerings, right? Or have this council with Moses and Aaron, right?
That's right. The heads are the main leaders of each tribe of each camp, which would
Con,
be the
which
princes, right?
which we went through and what that was, chapter 4, right?
Khan, chapter
Was the
4
and
and on.
and and chapter 1, huh?
Yeah, Khan.
And
Yep.
chapter 1. Con.
Right. Verse 5. When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east parts shall go forward.
Mm-hmm.
When ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey.
Mm-hmm.
They shall blow an alarm for their journeys. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, ye shall blow, but ye shall not sound an alarm.
Con. So man, you gotta have this blowing right, man. You gotta go through training, man. You feel what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
can't just hop out there, grab a horn, and just be blowing, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is he blowing? I ain't even that ain't even an alarm or a symbol, man. What the hell is this guy doing, man? You know?
They're not gonna know
No,
what to do.
yeah, no, man. You need to have these pictures on point so that way brothers know it's time. Hey, grab your sheath, your sword, and your girdle, and let's get the hell up out of here, man.
Uh-huh. Right. Verse 8. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. And if ye go to war in your land against
Hey,
the enemy,
hey, Salaki, go get the picture and kind of show it to him right quick.
I was thinking that out. I was thinking
Yeah,
that.
it only take about 2 minutes. Get that picture and show it to him right quick. The east, the south, the west, the north, to kind of visualize what we dealing with right here.
Bam, that's the one right here, the same one.
Yep,
You blow it
con.
up,
That's it.
blow it up, and then share this tab instead. Bam, right there.
Con. That's him right there. So
Yeah, man.
you got the north, right, which would be the pink, right? You'll have the I believe so. You have the north, which would be the pink. And you have the south, which would be the green. And you have the east, which would be the yellow, and the west, which would be the blue, right, or the green, whatever you want to call that, turquoise, whatever you want to call that color, right? But this is how
Mhm.
we set everything up to protect, right, the Lord's anointed, which is the Levites.
That's right.
We
That's
all are
right.
the Lord's anointed, but we was in these stations to protect the tabernacle and the things which are in the tabernacle, and the Levites, which they camp around the tabernacle.
That's right. That's what was going into a few Shabbats ago, man. Looking at it was Numbers chapter 1 and chapter 2. We're going into the how they set everything up, right? Hey, Red Tire, what would you do if you came with a band of armies over this hillside, right? Over the hillside right here, and you just look over the ledge and you look to the bottom and you see all of that. You think you're gonna
Man,
send your men in there? Hey, I'm turning around, man. Look at that
yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you see
man.
the pillar, you see the pillar of smoke or the pillar of fire. You like, nah, they Lord with them. I'm cool on that.
Man,
And I would and P.S. right? P.S. Our name was ringing through the hood, man. So you
that's right.
JJ up the block, you ain't just gonna run up on JJ up the block, because JJ on the up the block, he got that Mac 10 and that Mac 11, and he ain't scared to squeeze. You feel what I'm saying? So the same way with the children of Israel, when we came out, you feel what I'm saying? We was JJ with that Mac 11 and that Mac 10. You feel what I'm saying? Ready to spray on any of you suckers. You feel me? So
That's
they don't
right.
want to
That's
come
right.
charge us. They didn't want to come through that.
Man, yeah, we ain't dealing with that. That's what the heathens were saying. We ain't
Hey,
dealing with that, man.
Red Tide said he'll leave too. He said, "Shit, I'm out, man." You know what I mean?
He started laughing. He said, "I leave right
I'm
back
out.
around." Ah,
Yeah,
you thought
yeah, yeah,
they don't got no castle, no fortress, or none of that, no high walls, but they got this, and the Lord is with them. Hey, man,
yeah,
they in fear, man. They in
yeah.
fear. Man,
One
let's look at all them armies, man. Come on, go ahead.
the scripture said, one shall put 1,000 to flight, man. You don't need walls. You know, what I mean? Just one person putting 1,000 to flight, man.
That's
Right.
right.
Let's get
All
back to it,
praise.
King.
Let me download this, man. Hold on.
We
I'm down.
keep this thing light, man. You feel what I'm saying? We like to laugh and play, but it's also the law of the Lord, man. The Lord told us to do this with gladness and happiness,
Mhm.
not to be miserable as we going through the law. You feel what I'm saying? So we happy, man. You feel what I'm saying? We laughing. We gonna get live in this thing. You feel me? Because we love the law of the Lord, man. It saved our life, man. Oh
That's right.
wretched, oh wretched man that we are, man.
That's right. Verse 9, right? Numbers chapter 10, verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before Yahweh thy power, and ye shall be saved from your enemies.
Man.
Right? Hey, man, I got a precept on that one, man.
Ah.
That's what salvation is. Salvation means to be saved from your enemies, right?
Period. Period. Point blank.
And that's what we're doing now through the spirit. When we go to camp and we waking the brothers and sisters up to this truth, man, we trying to save them to take part in that salvation, man. Right? So this Jeremiah chapter 33 and verse number um
That's a powerful chapter, man.
Salakia. That's not what I want. Ezekiel 33 is what I'm looking for. Right. Ezekiel 33 and verse 2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coasts and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Right? That's what we're doing now. We set ourselves up to look upon all the destruction and things, the terrible day of the Lord that's coming, to wake our people up so they don't take part in that sword of the Lord that's coming, right? If when he see the Slack, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Right?
Con,
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. You know, that's what we doing out here, man, through the Spirit. Warning our people up, blowing that trumpet, sounding that alarm, because, hey, man, destruction is coming to this place we know as America called Babylon. So we trying to wake our people up. But if y'all just want to, you know, keep your feet up and have your toes out and just do whatever you want to do, and you don't take warning to this call, man, hey, you gonna be taken away, man, and your blood's gonna be on your own head, right? Come on,
con.
that's all I needed.
They got sudden destruction coming, man.
That's
Let's
right,
get back. Let's get back into it.
right. Verse 10, Numbers 10 and 10. Also, in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your God. I am Yahweh, your power.
Con, man. So when you lay out your feast, man, you take the trumpets, man, and blow over your feast, man. All right, a commandment from the Lord.
That's right, that's right.
Let's keep
Verse
going.
11. And it came to pass on the 20th day of the second month, in the second year, that the cloud was taken up from off the tabernacle of the testimony.
Con,
And the children of Israel took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran.
con.
Right?
Let's go grab a precept right quick too. After this, up in
Uh,
Psalms 81 and 1,
right,
and get that
right,
commandment from David.
right. Paran just means place of caverns, right? Just to identify the area where they have landed at. It was a place that was filled in full with caverns, right? That's just how we identify areas. Paran
Con,
just means place of caverns, right? Going back,
con.
you said what? What was it, Slucky?
Psalms 81 and 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 81, verse 1, right? Sing aloud unto Yahweh our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the power of Jacob. All right. Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel, the pleasant harp with the psaltery.
Con, he mean, hey, start the music, man. Turn the music up, man. Where your volume at? It's on. You only got it on 10? Nah, man, we
Mm-hmm.
need to turn that thing on 36, man. Let's turn this thing up. Ain't it a party? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, picture when you think about that, picture Solomon, man, in all his glory, right? And he's telling people, right? Because this is the son of David. He was dealing in the same manner, but he was richer than David. You feel what I'm saying? Picture him coming in. Hey, turn up the sultry, man. Turn up the timbrel. Hey, you, man, grab the harp, man. Hey, man, look, let's go, man. You feel what I'm saying? He come in with 10 barrels of wine, and all you gotta do is walk past and dip your cup,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, yeah. The
You know what
basin
I
full
mean?
of wine.
And the gold and the cup is full of gold, man. You could taste the gold flakes inside your cup, man. You know, it's time to turn up, man. Right? Go ahead, keep reading.
Con. Verse 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day.
Con, no matter if it's a Shabbat day, a new moon, damn quinceañera. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, Shabbat day, new
Mm-hmm.
moon, any big feast, man. We blow up that trumpet, man. Let's go back. Unless you got something.
Con. Now I got verse 4. Right? For this was a statute for Israel and the law of the God of Jacob.
Con,
That's what we did, man. They trying to jock our style, man.
Yeah. And it's in the law, man. It's in numbers right
Mhm.
here, man. Right.
Con. Verse 13, Numbers 10 and 13. And they first took their journey according to the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. In the first place went the standard of the camp of the children of Judah according to their armies, and over his host was Nahshon the son of Aminadab. Right, Nahshon was the prince of the tents of Judah, man. Right, just like we had in that picture. If I got that picture up here still, real quick. Yep, still there. Right, the tents of Judah. The tents of Judah goes out first. Right, and Nahshon was the prince overseeing all of these uh, men and women and children of the tribe of Judah of the camp. You know, so going back, man,
Con.
right? They go first, right? March it. Everybody just don't go all at one time, and everybody gets all discombobulated trying to go out on their journey. No, everything was in order, man. Right? Verse 15.
Con.
And over the host of the tribe of the children of Issachar was Nathaniel, the son of Zuar. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab, the son of Helon, right? And the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari set forward bearing the tabernacle.
Con. That was their duty. We got that last Shabbat.
Uh huh. That's right. And the standard of the camp of Reuben set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Elizur, the son of Shedwar. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Simeon was Shelumiel, the son of Zerishirai. And over the host of the tribe, right, or over the armies, rather, right, over the armies of the tribe of the children of Gad was Eliasaph, the son of Duel. And the Kohathites set forward bearing the sanctuary, and the other did set up the tabernacle against they came. Right, the other would be what, the Gershonites and the sons of Merari. They set it up. The Kohathites brought all the instruments, the altar, the the mercy seat, the candlestick, the seven lamps, all these things that go inside it. They're the ones who carry those in, while the Gershonites and Merari set up the tabernacle. That's their service of burdens, right? Kind of.
Con.
Verse 22. And the standard of the camp of the children of Ephraim set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Elishama the son of Ammihud. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel the son of Padazur. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan the son of Gideoni. And the standard of the camp of the children of Dan set forward, which was the reward of all the camps throughout their hosts. And over his host was Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. Right? Let me get a reward. Right? Over the camp of the children of Dan set forward, which was the reward. Right? To gather,
Con.
to receive, to collect. Right? Probably had the duty of the registry, things of that
Con.
nature. Right? Going back.
And it was good to go into that because you would just think it would be reward, right?
Right.
But reward means to gather.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Verse 26. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Asher was Pagiel, the son of Okran. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Naphtali was Ahira, the son of Enan. Thus were the journeyings of the children of Israel according to their armies when they set forward. Right? And real quick, man, this is why it's the beautiful thing. This is why we understand that this book doesn't belong to all these nations, man. This book is simply the records and historical accounts of the children of Israel and the relationship between this people, between them and their God, man.
Man,
That's it. All right.
it's crazy because when you read it, that's the full understanding. But when you just going to church and getting what they spew out of their mouth, you have none understanding of what the hell is going on. But all through the testimonies, you see nothing but Israel, 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 Israel. I think I told you the other day, I don't know if it was you or it was Nathaniah, man. They got a precept that says Israel 4 times in one verse. I was like, holy moly, man. I think it was you. We read that in Numbers 4, I believe.
Mm,
But man, it said that thing so many times. I was like, yeah. My bad for my crazy daughter in the background if y'all hear that. My bad. It might be somewhere further. We might be getting to it.
con.
Yeah,
So
we
we should
might be
read on.
getting to it.
Con. So this is how they maneuvered, man. Everything we just read as far as how they maneuvered in
God,
organization, man, at the commandment of the Lord. Right? Verse 29. And Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Raguel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, which Slaki. And Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Raguel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we are journeying unto the place of which the Lord said, I will give it you, come thou with us, and we will do thee good. For Yahweh hath spoken good concerning Israel. And he said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to my own land and to my kindred.
man.
And he said, Leave us not, I pray thee, for as much as thou knowest how we are to encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest be to us instead of eyes. And it shall be, if thou go with us, yea, it shall be that what goodness Yahweh shall do unto us, the same will we do unto thee.
Khan, do me
Hey,
a favor.
the
Go
Most
to
High,
two.
go ahead, go ahead.
Khan,
What's
nah,
going on?
you was in the spirit. Go ahead.
Hey, the Most High, like, hey man, I'm really dealing with y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Blessings on blessings, man. Y'all organized, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all my children, man. And Moses said, "Hey, man, my father really, he really dealing with us right now, man. I'm gonna bless you too, man. Everybody's in a good, joyful spirit of gladness, man. You
Khan, do
know,
me a favor. Do me a favor, King. Go into tools and get instead of eyes, right? But instead. Because some brothers that get on might not know, man, right? And shalom to the new viewers in the chat. But instead, right?
I just
Show,
means I.
yeah, as showing of mental qualities, right? Now go get instead, right? So we know
That's
that
that's
eyes
it. That's
is
that's in the same. Let me see if I
oh,
can
it's
go
in the
get it.
same all
Yeah,
praises. So that's what he's talking about. That way you could see, right, the way that they think, the way that they move, what would will they put their thoughts on and their hand to, man, right? That's what he's going in on.
let me see real quick. Right.
You want to see their mental qualities, man.
Yeah, Khan. All right. Read on.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 32. And it's like verse 33. And they departed from the mount of Yahweh 3 days, 3 days' journey. And the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them in 3 days' journey to search out a resting place for them. Right? And the cloud of the Lord was upon them by day when they went out of the camp. And it came to pass when the ark set forward that Moses said, Rise up. Yahweh, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. Right? Let me see if I pull up something real quick. Con. Yeah. Right. You got a precept book or no?
Read it again.
Con. Verse 30, 10 and 35. And it came to pass when the ark set forward that Moses said, Rise up, Yahweh, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee.
Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 2.
Con.
That's one of the blessings, right? So in this state in the wilderness, hey, we was being blessed, right? And the Lord was gonna do exactly this, right? I believe it's two. It might be inside of one. It might be inside of Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
La. Well, the high above all nations, you can kind of apply that there. But
That ain't it. It'll be there we go. 7.
7, yeah.
Con.
Right, Deuteronomy 28 and 7. Yahweh shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee 7 ways.
Con. There you go. All right.
Yeah, I got we get this account in First Samuel 4, verse 2, right? So this is the a book of First Samuel 4 and 2. And the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel. And when they joined battle, Israel was smitten before the Philistines, and they slew. No, that's I gotta go back one. It's like here.
And Red Tide. Nah, not the Ark. Not Noah's Ark. All right. Not Noah's Ark. This is talking about the Ark of the Covenant of God.
Yeah, the mercy seat with the cherubims on top, the golden cherubims.
Con.
If I don't find this in the next 60 seconds or 30 seconds, let me see. It's here though. It's here though. It's gotta put my eyes to it.
What you trying to get? Nah, it's
Right,
all
yeah,
good.
yeah. No,
It's all
yeah,
good.
it was here. It was
It's
here.
all good. It's all good, Red Tide.
Con,
No, no Salak needed.
right here. Oh, watch this. Watch this. Look, verse 3. And when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel said, Wherefore hath the Lord smitten us today before the Philistines? Let us fetch the ark of the covenant of Yahweh out of Shiloh unto us, that when it cometh among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. So the people sent to Shiloh, that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth between the cherubims. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were there with the ark of the covenant of God. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again.
Con.
And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, What meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of the Lord was come into the camp. Right? Watch this. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is come into the camp. And they said, Woe unto us, for there hath not been sung heretofore. Woe unto us! Who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. Right? So, hey, man, we brought that camp into Shiloh, even though we was supposed to, right? Hey, but still, the Philistines were afraid, man, when they figured that out, man. Oh man, they got the Lord with them. They shake it, man. Right. So that's why we go back into the book of Numbers, right? And it says, and it came to pass when the ark set forward that Moses said, rise up, Yahweh, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. Right. And when it
Con,
rested, he said, return, O Yahweh, unto the many thousands of Israel. So they was afraid of the ark, man. They was afraid of the Most High. They was afraid of the Hebrews, man.
period, point blank.
Mhm. All that we read in here, we will do.
Con, all that Yahweh said, we will do.
Con. Um,
Hey
let me
man, camp gonna be live in that color, man. I hope you brothers come through, man.
con.
Where we at
Numbers
with it,
11
King?
and 1. Numbers 11. But if you could just read real quick, I got to use the bathroom, man. It's a lot here.
Con,
Holding that
all
down.
praises, okay. Con, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 11 and verse number 1. And it reads, and when the people complained, it displeased Yahweh. And Yahweh heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire, right? And the fire of Yahweh burnt among them, right? Meaning his anger was so bad, he was so hot and bothered, right? That it seemed like it was a fire, man, right? And it consumed them that were in the uttermost most part of the camp, man. And the Lord destroyed them, man, right? And it says, and the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto Yahweh, the fire was quenched, man. All the destruction that was going on around the people was quenched. It stopped, right? And and he called the name of that place Taberah, right? Because the fire of Yahweh burnt among them, man. The Lord got so bad, man. Hey, he starts setting stuff on fire, man, to destroy these people, man. Say, I'm sick of y'all and y'all vain imaginations and wicked thoughts, man. I'm gonna take care of this. You feel what I'm saying? And get these wicked people away from my children, man, that want to do the will of the Lord, man. Come. And it says, and the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting. It says, and the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? Right. So you had the mixed multitude, some of the Egyptians, right, mixed in with some of the Israelites, right? And they said, who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic, right? He's like, hey man, at least we had these things going on freely in Egypt, man. But they forgot about the whips on their back, right? The constantly working and rigor, man, right? The master just howling in the back of their head, man. They forgot about that, man, right? And now they want to go back into this wicked place, man. No, man. We're not going back, man. Damn them cucumbers and damn those fish, right? I'd rather starve with the Lord until He feed me instead of go back into that, man. But what happened was the mixed multitude, the Egyptians, right, fell a lusting and then put that spirit on the Israelites, man. We need to stop, falling victim to the ways of the heathen, man. We don't lust, man. You feel what I'm saying? We try to stay away from lusting, right?
That's right. That's right, man.
All right, so I read to 5. You could pick up.
Gone. All right. Onions and garlic, man. To hell with that onions and garlic, man. Talk about. Right. Verse 6. But now our soul is dried away. There was nothing at all beside this manna before our eyes. And the manna was of coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium.
Hey, Salakia, red tide. When you say northeast, you talking about northeast Africa or what?
I think he's talking about America.
The
He up there.
northeast, north,
It's like
northeast,
New York,
northeast of.
Minnesota area.
Yeah, that's yeah. I was about to say that's like New York and stuff, huh?
Yeah, Minnesota, America. Yeah, kind.
All praise to the Most High,
April
man.
Jones, a Shabbat Shalawam.
Hey man, look, man, Lord willing, Massachusetts, all praise to the Most High. Hey man, Lord willing, man, if you're really serious about this thing, brothers could come together, man, get you a ticket, man. Come, come dwell with the brethren for a couple days, man.
Mm-hmm. Con. Read on. Verse 8. And the people went about and gathered it, and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar, and baked it in pans, and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil.
Man, and fresh oil is fire, man. If you ever just sit there and kind of like pour some olive oil and like kind of you know what I mean, taste that thing in the inside of your hand, man. Hey man, it's a real good taste to that thing, you know.
Con. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it.
Mm, mm,
Right?
mm.
That's that morning, that early morning mist, man. That fog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent, and the anger of Yahweh was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased.
He said, "I fed you, man. I fed you. You're not grateful. What happened to
Mm-hmm.
gratitude, man? Right?
That's right. And Moses said unto the Lord, wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant? And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all this people upon me? Have I conceived all this people? you know, have I begotten them? That thou shouldest say unto me, carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the sucking child, unto the
Man,
land which thou swearest unto their fathers? Whence should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they weep unto me, saying, give us flesh that we may eat.
man, those heathens got in our brain, man. You feel what I'm saying? One time I went off because I was constantly hearing the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. And then I ended up going off, man. It's like enchantments without you using enchantments, man. You just constantly hearing the same thing, the same thing. Like you're around somebody and they're like, I need a blunt, I need a blunt, I need a blunt, I need a blunt. And then now all of a sudden you get this urge, they got a spirit on you, you get an urge to smoke, man. You know? So this is what's happening to the children of Israel. They hear the heathen is like, you know what I mean? I need flesh. I need flesh.
Yeah.
I need, you know?
Mm. It gets on their mind, man. He's like, you know what, man? Y'all talking about beef, man. Man, I need beef sandwich, man, with some bread, put it on top, throw some mayo on that thing. Now you thinking like, you know what, man? The thing do kind of sound good, man. You know, hey, I think
Man,
I need that too. Shit,
man,
right? Verse 14. Am I not able to bear all this people alone? Because it is too heavy for me. And if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness. Con. Numbers 11 and 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them
mm-hmm,
unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee.
mm-hmm.
And I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the spirit which is upon thee, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone.
Con, man, and Moses had another. This like his second time, right? Even Moses had to get talked to twice about certain things, man. You know, his wife father, told him, "Hey, look, man, it's not good for you to bear this burden alone, man." And now the Lord even like, you know what? Go grab 70,000 men, man, that to be teachers, right? That to have
Mm-hmm.
a good name around the hood. You feel what I'm saying? And put them as leaders over different uh, 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 congregations and sets of people, right?
Yeah, kind. I was just about to bring that up, man. Not all the elders. Don't just pick random elders, man. That you know to be teachers and elders to the people, man.
Con,
Right. Con. Verse 18. And say unto the people, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh. For ye have wept in the ears of the Lord, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore Yahweh will give you flesh, and ye shall eat. Ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until it come out at your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, right? Because that ye have despised Yahweh which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why came we forth out of Egypt? Man. And Moses said, the people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, and thou hast said, I will give them flesh, that they may eat a whole month. Shall the flocks and the herds be slain for them to suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to suffice them? Man, like you gonna kill all these people for them, man, just like that? They going off, and you just to satisfy them, man. And the Lord
I
said
don't
unto
mean to
Moses,
I don't mean to offend if you get offended, but it's suffice.
oh, suffice, con, Salaki, right? Suffice, right? No, you good, you good, right? Suffice them, right? To satisfy them is what it's going into. Just so they could be satisfied, man. Like, man, these people, man. Moses getting vexed, right? And Yahweh said unto Moses, is Yahweh's hand waxed short, that thou shalt see now whether my word shall come to pass unto thee or not. And Moses went out and told the people the words of Yahweh, and gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people, and set them round about the tabernacle. And the Lord came down in a cloud, and spake unto him, and took of the spirit that was upon him, and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. Mm. But there remained two of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were written, but went not out unto the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp.
Come, man, the spirit of the Lord, man, have you passionate. You know what I mean? Doing the most, man. They prophesying in the camp, but look, they needed to do something else, right? Go ahead.
All right, reading on. And there ran a young man and told Moses, and said, Eldad and Medad do prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men, answered and said, my lord Moses, Adawan, Moses, right, forbid them.
Hey, one thing right quick. So, and we have that no snitching culture now. You feel what I'm saying? But back in the day, man, we was telling on one another, man. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, he ain't doing the service of the Lord, man. Hey, you know what I mean? Go grab that brother, mark that brother. You know what I mean? Set a mark upon that brother, man. He not doing the work of the Lord, man. So it's a righteous thing, man. if you know what I mean, you telling, you snitching in righteousness, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because you don't want to suffer sin upon your brethren.
Mm-hmm. The whole camp will get judged, man. All right. Verse 29. And Moses said unto him, envious thou for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people were prophets, and that Yahweh would put his spirit upon them? And Moses gat him into the camp, he and the elders of Israel. Verse 31. And there went forth a wind from Yahweh, and brought quails from the sea, and let them fall by the camp, as it were a day's journey on this side, and as it were a day's journey on the other side, round about the camp, and as it were 2 cubits high upon the face of the earth. Man, piles, right?
Hey, who Lamar is? I forgot.
That's of Judah.
All right, I Judah. Hey, man, I thought that was funny, man. That's a good one.
God, all praise, right? And the people stood up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and they gathered the quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them all abroad for themselves round about the camp. And while the flesh was yet between their teeth, ere it was chewed, the wrath of Yahweh was kindled against the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. Verse 34. And he called the name of that place Kabri, Kibroth Hatava, Kibroth Hatava, because there they buried the people that lusted. Let's get that. Right. Even though it explains it in the verse, but let's just get that.
Con.
Graves of lust. Man.
Hey, man. So you gotta watch that lust demon, man. And a lot of lust come from smoking that weed, man, and dealing with that weed, man. So y'all need to leave that alone. That's 101 when it comes to the Hebrew Israelite faith, man.
Mm-hmm. Kibroth Hatava. Right. Right. And the people journeyed from Kibroth Hatava unto Hazeroth, and abode at Hazeroth. Yeah, man. So these chapters we reading right now, man, is giving you an account of journeys, man. You know, from place to place. We hear the map. You know, it's laying down the map on in these verses, right? So now let's see where they're at, right? They went from the place of caverns, right? They in this place they named it right the graves of lust, and now they landed at what Hazeroth, which means right. It's like you, I was already there, right? Which means settlement. You know, just this is our new settlement, right? We'll settle right here.
So hey, man, Israel was constantly moving, man. It was
Mm-hmm.
a strong people, man, to move all that stuff, man. You know, the temple alone, that's why they had to have two coverings, and they had to put the rings in the middle so they could pull them together. Because if you would have put them all at one, it would have been hard to carry out the tabernacle. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to carry out the tabernacle. You feel what I'm saying? You got to carry out the ark. You got to carry out the altar. You know, these things was heavy, man. Israel always been a built people. That's why when you put us through slavery and you feed us good, hey man, we're gonna become a great and mighty people, like the Hamite said, man.
Let me get something real quick. Slocky. Go somewhere else. Watch this.
And yeah, Red Tide, that smoking demon is a mother effort, man. That lust, man, is it's crazy.
Look, that's Jake.
Hey, that's Jake, man.
That's Jake, man. That's Judah right there, man.
Hey, white boy got to work 3 times as hard, man, to look that good, man.
For real. Look, hey, they got a comparison right here. Look, he wearing the shirt. Oh man, look how feeble he looked compared to Tookie Williams, man. Hey, we was built like that, man. You
And
know,
and
you went on mute. You pushed mute with whatever you saying.
yeah, Con Tookie was a gangster,
Uh-huh. Man, imagine seeing thousands of men like that, man. You
man.
know,
Hey, you in trouble, man.
hell yeah.
You in trouble, man. Jake be big, man.
Get a. That's it. That's it on that. Yeah, look right here, bam. Yeah, man. You ain't dealing with those, man. You know.
Hey, hey, man, I'm telling you, he smack you, man. You might go to next year, man.
For real. Going back.
Man, soldiers for the Lord, man.
Right. All that Yahweh said and what we read, we will do.
All that Yahweh said, we will do.
The murmuring of Miriam and Aaron. Mm. Oh man, I can't. I hope in the Torah portions, man, they got the rest of these chapters, man, because hey, it gets heavy. Right. Um, this is Numbers chapter 12, verse 1. Right. And Miriam, it's like I'm trying to highlight it. And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation, and they three came out. So as soon as the Most High heard that, he was like, hey, I heard what y'all say. Get over here, man. Let me come talk to y'all, man. Let me come talk to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. Right? And he said, hear now my words, right? Because check this out, man. The children of Israel go off, right? They got to go to the Levitical priests and they got to set matters in order, and then they got to do a judgment.
Yeah.
Moses, Aaron, and Miriam is on a different level than that. So the Most High is ultimately becoming that judge to judge the matter in this case between them three. See what I'm saying? That's why it says he suddenly came, right? Um, and he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream.
Con.
My servant Moses is not so, who was faithful in all mine house, out of all of y'all, right? Out of every single one of you, right? With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. All right, let me get that real quick. Because he talking to Moses clear, man, playing upon tables. Hey, this is what it is. I'm not giving you no mysteries, no dark parables or subtle parables. I'm telling you straightforward, man. Right? Form, image, likeness, representation. Right? He's representing the Most High solely. Right? Likeness, image. Right? That's why it says, and the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. He's my representative, man.
Con.
Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Mm.
And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them, and he departed.
Con, the Lord is always on Moses' side, man. You feel what I'm saying? That, hey, man, he smote, I believe it was 250 men, man, just for murmuring in the background, man, right? And consumed them with the ground of the earth, man. It tells you in Numbers, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when you speak against the servants of the Lord, just know there's an angel waiting on judging your tale. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure when you, if Lord willing, nobody on this chat has before, if you speak against a servant of the Lord, man, make sure you go repent, man, and come serve the Lord 10 times harder.
That's right. That's right. That's like me. My father sends me to go tell you something, but then you be like, man, to hell with that. You ain't talking to me. You talking to my father. Like I came to represent him. It's not me. You blasphemy. It's him. That he gonna have a problem with you.
Come
What'd he say? You know. Come.
on.
Verse 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
Man. So,
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned.
man, he said, I see what you did to Miriam. Hey, don't do that to me. I'm cool. You feel what I'm saying? Forgive me, Salaki. Sorry.
Hmm? Khan. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb.
Man,
Mm,
like a
that's right,
newborn
man.
baby, man.
Yeah, like Esau, man.
Mm-hmm.
Withered away.
Man, withered away, wasted away is he, man.
Wasted away is he, huh? The water. Right? 13. And Moses cried unto Yahweh, saying, Heal her now, O God, I beseech thee. And the Lord said unto Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days?
Man,
Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again.
man, he said she need to go purge herself from her iniquity, man.
Mm-hmm.
She need to sit there and think about what she has done, man. Hey, that's what I learned through my last relationship and the relationship that I have now. Sometimes, when you fuss or argue, you need to nip it in the bud and let her think to herself for about 4 hours, and she'll come to the right conclusion and her own conclusion, which is exactly what you was talking about, right? You don't have to keep on going back and forth. You feel what I'm saying? Same thing the Lord said with this one. I'm gonna judge you real quick. Go sit by yourself and think about what you have done,
Mm-hmm.
right? And brothers, y'all need to take that with y'all in y'all relationships too, man.
Come.
Don't go back and forth. First, get the topic done, understood with logic. Let them sit by themselves, and they're gonna come to the same conclusion you came to: is that they were wrong and you were right.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Reading on, right? And Miriam was shut out of the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again.
Con.
And afterward the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran.
Man, went back. They went back to Paran.
Mm-hmm. Con. Yeah, man. This, they ain't leave until she was done with her punishment.
All that Yahweh said is what we're doing here.
Con, all that Yahweh said we will do, and all that Yahweh said and what we hear we will do. Con, where we at? Zechariah 2:10.
Zechariah. Let me get it right quick. 2 and 14. I think you said we supposed to start at 10 though.
You can. Just let me look to see where we end at. Con. Hey, time out. Make sure you tap in on the group chat up with the what Netanyahu had put up there about the shot. Chief Asa, if you're still in here, tap in on the group chat with your resolve. Yeah, Zechariah 2 and 10. All right, so this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord. And many nations shall be joined to Yahweh in that day, and shall be my people, and I will dwell in the midst of thee. And thou shalt know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me unto thee. And the Lord shall inherit Judah his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem again. Be silent, O all flesh, before the Lord, for he is raised up out of his holy habitation.
Don't get me.
Come on, you have any precepts on these ones yet?
Uh, hold on, not yet.
Come on. Zechariah 3 and 1. And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord said unto Satan, right? The Lord rebuked thee, O Satan. Even the Lord that hath chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is
Mm-hmm.
not this a brand plucked out of the fire? Now Joshua was clothed with filthy garments, and stood before the angel. And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with change of raiment.
I want to get a precept for 2 right quick, and then I'm gonna get a precept for 4, right? But for 2, right? Let's go to Sirach. Hey, stop. Sit down. Sirach 2 5 and no 2 and 5. And that's Zechariah 3 and 2. Salaki.
Come. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, and verse number 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So this is how you gonna get this. You gonna come out of this fire that he gonna pluck you out, man. And this is the reason why you went through the fire. Go read Zechariah 3 and 2 one more time.
Come. Zechariah 3 and 2. And the Lord said unto Satan, The Lord rebuke thee, O Satan. Even the Lord that hath chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is not this a brand plucked out of the fire?
And yeah, we are a brand plucked out of the fire, man. Right? Because we had to go through that fire of adversity to be able to get plucked out as what? Fine gold. Right? Read on.
Now Joshua was clothed with filthy garments, and stood before the angel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
And he
we all filled up with dirty garments, man. But something happened to us where the Lord cleans us up, man. Right? Let's go.
And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him.
Hey, take away your old man, put him to the side. So I got two precepts for this one. Put him to the side, right? And let's move with a clean garment. Let's put on this clean garment, man. Like the Levites, what they had to do, man. We just read it. They had to shave off all their hair, man, and make an offering unto the Lord to consecrate themselves unto the Lord, man. And the Lord is trying to get us to do what? Consecrate ourselves back unto him, right? Go ahead.
And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee.
Hey man, what that song is, go ahead, dust your shoulders off. You feel what I'm
Yeah, come
saying?
on.
Yeah, he dusting us off, man. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go.
And I will clothe thee with change of raiment.
Hey man, he gonna clothe us with a change of raiment, man. That thing gonna be purple, that thing gonna be blue, that thing gonna be gold, man. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, and let's start at verse 3.
It's the book of Isaiah 51 and verse 3. For the Lord shall comfort Zion.
Comfort who?
Zion.
We reading that the Lord is gonna grab Jerusalem up out of that fire, man, right, and give them a change of clothing, man. Right? Let's read.
He will comfort all her waste places.
And we know that now is getting covered up by the Gentiles, and they wasting it, man. Right? They wasting it, man. It's a wasteland, a wilderness. But He's gonna comfort our waste places. Go ahead.
Uh, and he will make her wilderness like Eden.
Flourish. He gonna make the wilderness and the waste places and everything else just like Eden, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be flourishing, man. Go ahead.
And her desert like the garden of the Lord.
Which is also eating. Eden, right? Go ahead.
Joy and gladness shall be found therein.
Uh-huh.
Thanksgiving and the voice of melody.
Man, hey, we're gonna be turning up, man. There's no and if ands or buts about it, man. You better turn up when you're in the house of the Lord, man. Right? Drop down to 10.
Verse 10. Art thou not it which hath dried the sea, the
Mm-hmm.
waters of the great deep,
Mm-hmm.
that hath made the depths of the sea a way for a ransom to pass over?
Con, man, he did that to what's that river that's drying up right now?
Euphrates.
He did that to that river, and guess what? He did that to us also, man. We're also that river, man. He dried us up, man, like the sea, man, like the waters of the deep, right? And then at the end of it, what he said, a way for the ransom to pass over, man, right? And that ransom is gonna be us coming up out of this captivity, man, right? Read verse 11.
11. Therefore the redeemed of the Lord shall return and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. God, right? This also goes into Isaiah 61, man. Right? The gospel of Isaiah 61, which Yahweh quoted in Luke chapter 4, man. Sorrow and mourning, he's gonna make a reversal. We in sorrow and mourning right now, but guess what? That's gonna flee away, man. Right? We're the redeemed of the Lord. Right? These other nations have us in captivity. The Lord already Yahweh paid that ransom through his son to redeem us. Right? We kidnapped, we overthrown, we deserted, we in the wilderness spiritually, right? But the Most High paid that wilderness for us, man, so we can come out the hands of our enemies, man. You know, right? So that's what that's all the brother wanted right there. But watch this. I, even I, am he that comforteth you. Who art thou, that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man, which shall be made as grass? Right? Meaning what? meaning we get cut and mowed over, but we gonna be comforted,
Con,
right? Go
Salakia.
back,
Nah, you good. You good. Yeah, go back to Zachariah.
con,
My bad. Yaquab called with his little situation.
con. But real quick, I just want to bring out one more precept upon where we start at verse.
Con, do you think?
Um, is this where we read that at? No, what was the precept we had before this? Oh yeah, right here. It's lucky. Verse 3.
Isaiah Isaiah 61.
Yeah, that's Isaiah 61. Kind of parallels this a bit, but I want to read verse 3, Isaiah 51. For the Lord shall comfort Zion; he will comfort all her waste places, and will make her as a wilderness, make her wilderness like Eden, and her desert like the garden of the Lord. Right? Meaning what? Eden is flourishing, full of trees, abundance. Grass is green, high, tall trees, forests, all that good stuff, man. So let me get that in Job chapter 14 real quick, verse number 7 for me.
Con, so
Right?
I think you pulled the wrong precept when I said to get Isaiah 61.
Oh, Con. Oh, I don't know. You let me read a few precepts on that. That's the
Con.
spirit, man.
It still went with it.
Yeah, that's right. Um,
But I do want that precept.
Con. So,
I do want
Job 14 in verse 7. For there is hope of a tree if it be cut down, right? That it will sprout again, and that the tender branch thereof will not cease. Meaning what? Meaning everlasting life, man. We never gonna get cut down again. We that tree that's in the forest of the Garden of Eden, and we chop through. Some of us is stumps, some of us is all the way down to the ground. But there's gonna be a time, man, where we're gonna flourish, big tall trees, garden grass is green, vegetation growing, just like the Garden of Eden, man. Right? So I'll get that. Isaiah 61
Con,
for the
start at
top,
3.
right?
Nah, start at
Three.
3.
God. To appoint unto them
First,
that
first,
mourn.
first, go back to Zechariah
Okay, God.
because I had a point, and then Isaiah 51 went with it. But this is what I wanted.
Verse 4, right?
Yeah, start at 3.
3. Zechariah 3 and 3. Now Joshua was clothed with filthy garments and stood before the angel. And he answered and spake unto those that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And unto him he said, Behold, I have caused thine iniquity to pass from thee, and I will clothe thee with change of raiment.
Con. So, sure enough, what it said is, "Hey, man, come. Hey, I got filthy garments. Take them off. I'm gonna give you some good raiment, right?
Now you want Isaiah 61?
Yes, please.
Isaiah 61 and 3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion,
So
to give
now we have on filthy garments, right? Sackcloth. We're mourning in Zion, man, as a nation, right? Go ahead.
to give unto them beauty for ashes.
And then we have ashes on our head, but guess what? It's gonna be no more ashes, and it's gonna get wiping off, and we're gonna get beauty, man. Right? Go ahead.
The oil of joy for mourning.
And we're going to get anointed for the morning that we have done in Zion, right? Going out there crying and sighing in the middle of the street, man, for our people to return unto the Lord, man. Go ahead.
The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness.
The what?
The garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness.
And He's going to give us the garment of praise, man, right? The garment of praise is going to be beautiful: white, gold, blue, purple, right? Sapphire, right? We're going to have jasper stones, sardine stones, right? We're going to have these different things that the Lord is going to bless us with on our garments because of the spirit of heaviness, man. Go ahead.
That they may be called, that they might be called trees of righteousness.
Go ahead.
the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified.
And that goes back into Isaiah 51 when it's talking about changing their waste places unto Salakia for them babies, changing their waste places into the
Mm-hmm.
Garden of Eden, man. Right? Keep go down to
Con,
10.
can I read all the way to 10?
No, go down to 10.
Skip it. Okay,
Jump
let me read verse 4 real quick. Lucky. And
con
they shall build the old wastes. They shall raise up the former desolations, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolations of many generations. Right? So I just
con
want to expound on that old waste that you just brought up, man. How we
con
wasted right now, right? Come on, verse
con
10. I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in my God, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation.
and that's gonna be another garment that we get, which is gonna be that pure white garment, which is salvation. Right? Go ahead.
He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness.
And on top of that garment, we're gonna have a robe of righteousness, man. On top of
Mhm.
salvation, we're gonna have righteousness, man. All right, go ahead.
As the bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels.
So and he's gonna adorn us with the jewels, man. Right? He's gonna adorn us with the sapphire, the sardine, right? The jasper, the different stone, the onyx. You know what I mean? All these different stones, man. He's gonna adorn us with that thing, man. Right? Because we're that bride, and that comes with right praying, fasting, getting closer to the Most High, taking off that old man, putting on that new. Right? Uh, keep reading, and then we're
Verse
gonna get
11.
one more precept and go back.
Verse 11. For as the earth bringeth forth her bud, and as the garden causeth the things that are sown in it to spring forth, so the Lord God will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all the nations.
And that's how it's gonna happen, man. Our glory, our salvation, our righteousness is gonna go through and within all the nations, man. Right? Give me
Right.
the book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 24, and then we'll go back to Zechariah.
You don't want to start at 22?
You can start at 22.
Con. Ephesians 4 and 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts,
Hmm.
and be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
So that's what we're gonna do. What we're gonna need to do. Our filthy garments is our bad brain, our bad mind, our stupidity. And our righteous garments or our garments of salvation is that mind that stayed fast on the Lord. Huh?
Right. And that ye put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
Uh-huh.
Con.
Oh man. Yep. Oh, hold on. Damn. Yeah, go back to Ephesians right quick.
It's lucky. Uh-huh.
Con. All right, there we go. Read on.
Con. Verse 25. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man in man truth. Sluggy. Wherefore, putting away lying, speak
So
every man truth. It's like, go ahead. Sluggy.
first and foremost, you have to put away lying, man. White lies, right? Not being truthful with your brethren, right? You gotta put that away, man. Go ahead.
Speak every man truth with his neighbor,
Whatever you say to your neighbor,
for we are
man, make sure
members
that
one
comes
of
in.
another.
Whatever you speak unto your neighbor, make sure you do that thing in true and sincerity, man. Right? And if you can't do something, you let them know that you can't. Right? All right. Let's go. Let's go back to Zechariah.
Con. Zechariah chapter 3, verse 5. And I said, let them set a fair meat tree upon his head. So they set a fair meat tree upon his head and clothed him with garments, right? And the angel of the Lord stood by,
Hold on.
right?
My bad, I didn't have this prepared. This through the spirit. Give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 62 and verse 3.
It's Isaiah chapter 62 and verse number 3.
Yeah.
Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy God.
Man. So just like that meat tree that he putting on his head, man, it's just like that crown of glory that we're gonna get put on our heads, man. Right, Lord willing. All right, you could go back.
Come. Zechariah chapter 3 and verse number 6. And the angel of the Lord protested unto Joshua, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, if thou wilt walk in my ways, and if thou wilt keep my charge, then thou shalt also judge my house,
Mm-hmm.
and shalt also keep my courts, and
Mm-hmm.
I will give thee places to walk among these that stand by.
Man. So if you're doing what the Lord tells you to do, man, the Lord is gonna give you right a place of rest, man, somewhere to be at where you'll be okay and content, right? And then he says, and shall also keep my courts, man, right? So you'll be able to learn how to care for the courts of the Lord, man, right? Which would be the people of the Lord, which is the Israelites that don't know that they Israel, right? But you're also gonna judge my house, man, and that goes for the people that know they're Israel. You're gonna go and you're gonna judge that house, man, to make them more fine, right? More beautiful in the eyes of the Lord.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Verse 8. Hear now, O Joshua, the high priest, thou and thy fellows that sit before thee, for they are men wondered at.
We wanted
For
to stop at 7 or keep going.
is that where? It's like I was trying to find it. That's what I was doing right now.
It stopped
Is
at
that where?
7.
Okay, kind of lucky. Yeah, that's it then.
Matthew 14.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. 14 and verse
All
14.
praises to the Most High. Yep.
God. Matthew chapter 14 and verse 14. And Yahushua went forth and saw a great multitude and was moved with compassion toward them, and he healed their sick.
Man, just like that, man. He saw the great multitude and healed them, man. And guess what? He saw us, man. He saw Israel and healed us by his blood, right? Like we read in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 9 on down, right? He has healed that great multitude, man. And Lord willing, we could keep on getting healed from our infirmities, man, from our shortcomings, from our leprosy, man, from our spots, our blemishes. Lord willing, we could keep on being healed from those things, right?
God. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him, saying, this is a desert place,
Man,
and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, that they may go into the villages and buy themselves victuals.
man, he said, hey, send them up in there so they could get themselves some water and some food, man.
Mhm. But Yahushua said unto them, they need not depart. Give ye them to eat. You give them something to eat.
Uh-huh.
And they said unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and brake, and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude.
Khan. Give me a quick precept right quick.
Uh,
Give me Ecclesiasticus Sirach, chapter 29 and verse 21. Right? Because we gotta understand something, man. Hey, water is life to a man. Right? Water is life to a man. You don't want to be dry out here, man, trying to figure out what you're gonna do, man. I went a work day all the way until about 2 o'clock without any water, man, and my brain was fuzzy. I couldn't hold down my spirit. You feel what I'm saying? I was fasting on accident, you know. And when you fast on accident, man, you get kind of jumpy. You want to snap.
right.
You want to hit somebody with a jab with your words, man. You know. and
Everything irritating you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so I finished the job, and I got that one little bottle of water, man. I downed that thing, and just that quick, boom, the spirit of comfortability came back on me. I was like, okay, I'm all right. I'm not dying no more, you know.
Yeah.
So
You was
water is life
quenched.
to a man.
He said Sirach 29, right? Verse 1.
Yeah, 29 and 21.
I saw 21 lucky. So this is the book of Sirach 29 and verse 21, right? The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and an house to cover shame.
Man, you feel what I'm saying? This is the chief things, man. All right, this is the chief things, man. So the chief thing is water, man, and bread. Right? So you have to get your water and your bread, man, from your own cistern, which is the scriptures, right? So
That's
hey,
right.
man, the Lord breaking it down to him right now, right? In the book of Matthew, chapter 14, man. You know, it's breaking it down to him right now, man. It says a house to cover shame, man. And we know that we the children of Israel, we also the house of Israel. So us brothers, we need to help one another cover our shame, man. Ooh.
So that's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Con. Go back now.
You can go back to Matthew King.
Con. Right. Right. Con. Going back to Matthew and
Verse
verse
16.
number 16.
Con.
Con. You sure? Cause no, we down here. But I can read it again. But
Con.
Yahweh said unto them, They need not depart. Give ye them to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And they said unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes.
Uh-huh.
He
See?
said, Bring them
Hey,
here. Go
bread,
ahead.
bread and water, man. Right, go ahead.
He said, Bring them hither to me. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and brake, and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude.
Mm-mm-mm.
And they did eat, and they did all eat, and were filled, and they took up the fragments that remained, 12 baskets full. Right?
I know.
And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, beside women and children. Con.
Before we end out, right? Because that's the last one. Go ahead and grab this in Revelation from me. 22 and 17.
Uh, this book of Revelation, chapter 22, and verse 17. And the Spirit and the bride say, Come. And let him that heareth say, Come. And let him that is athirst come. And whosoever will, let him take the water of life freely. Mm.
Man, con. So that's what we're doing right now, man. We're gonna take that water, we're gonna take that bread, and we're gonna eat of it freely, man, because we don't have to pay for this, man. We pay for it. $23, right? $23. You get the Apocrypha and all the other books of the Bible, and you can eat for free, man. $23 is well worth it, and for the rest of your life, you can eat for free, right?
Quick preset, right? John 4:14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
Man.
But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. Right. So the bread what men what's necessary for men to live, what's necessary for a life of a man is bread and that water, man. Right.
Man.
In the spirit, it would be the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and keeping the commandments of the Lord, right? Giving that wisdom and that bread and living off of the thing, like the brother said, man. This is some bread right here. That's why he told
Mhm.
Ezekiel, "Eat this roll, eat this
Mhm.
scriptures, man. Put it in you, digest it, right? Things like that, right?" So one more precept, right?
Con.
Um, what was I gonna get? Uh,
That's talking about our mama.
which where at?
I think that's talking about our mama.
Every Shabbat, every Saturday since January, we've been
Yep,
doing
and
this
we're gonna
by the
start.
Spirit
We're gonna
power of the
start
Most High.
doing it. We're gonna start doing it. Wednesday, right at around 5, 6 o'clock, and Lord willing, we could get this brother to start doing them Fridays.
Yeah, kind of Lord willing.
All right,
So,
Lord willing.
right. So I have one more precept I want to. Oh yeah, Khan, got it right. So the bread of what's necessary to the life of a man is bread and water, right? The water
All
are the
right,
scriptures, right? The bread is the wisdom that comes from the scriptures, right? So,
there you go.
Ecclesiastes 11.
Yeah.
So when I'm full,
For your
just
teacher.
like Yahweh Shai did to the multitudes with the disciples, had them sit on the grass, break the loaves of bread, right? And made more of it and
Good
plenty of
job.
it to dish it out, right? That's
Boom.
talking about giving wisdom and casting wisdom out there also for our people through the Spirit, right? Ecclesiastes 11:1. Cast thy bread upon the waters, for thou shalt find it after many days, right? So what happens when you throw something into the ocean? You get a bottle, put a note in it, and you throw it into the ocean. Hey, somebody's gonna find it on some shore somewhere else. No matter where, it's going to come back. You know, it's not gonna remain out in the sea forever. Somebody gonna be walking on the sand and pick up that bottle with that letter you put in there a month ago, right? So we got to spread that wisdom out there, cast the wisdom upon our people, and that wisdom is gonna come back regardless, right? Give a portion to seven and also to eight, for thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth. So we got to spread this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We got to break these loaves of bread and these two fishes and give it to our people.
Where my books
Give a
at?
portion to a complete number of people. And eight is just what? Because if we know seven means completion, eight is just an infinity. Dish out an infinite amount of wisdom and cast bread to your people an infinite amount of times. Don't ever cease from doing it, right? Because there's things that are
I'm at
coming
two
upon
black
the
ones.
earth that we should be preparing them in the spirit for. You know, that's it. That's all I got on that. You on mute?
All right. Yeah, I'm dealing with this family, man. So but all praise to the most high, man. So not time our mama, but look like her from a distance on these little bitty pictures, right? But yeah, we'll try to be on. I'll be on Lord willing Wednesdays, right? Every Shabbat day at 8:30. We have lives for the Shabbat class, but we're gonna try to get in there Wednesday and Friday to help feed the sheep a little bit more. And Lord willing, we could do more days to where we could get 5 to 7 days out of the week, Lord willing.
Con. All praise to the Most High. And with that, once they call all Yahweh Bashim Shai and Shalawam.
Call Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, Shalawam, and Kwam Yashala.
Kom Yashal.